Do I have to say my speech now?
You have the mic, you have the...
I want to say Shalom to Rabbi Zirkin on the Parkway. You should feel well. I stopped by the house. He wasn't well enough to see me, or he was busy. No, he's in the house. And Rabbi Matal Jacobson is in the Methodist Golden Arches. And he should feel better. He should come home tomorrow. The Arches, yeah. And today is tomorrow is the 10th of Teves. The 10th of Teves was is a fast day. The Rebbe spoke about it, that it was, just a minute, I have this here. I have it was the 10th of was the 25th and some time ago, and the Rebbe spoke about it in a sikh, but I had a paper I was going to get. It's on they told me the date. It was on the 10th of Teves. There's a book, is that translated into English? The 10th of Teves. Is it in English? There's a, maybe says, print out a letter about what occurred on that day.
Maybe Rabbi Raphael.
The letter, I saw it in I thought I had it with me, but I don't. I mean, the only thing I know is about June 17th. It was with Talmud celebration, because they burnt the Talmud in Paris on that day. That's a day of sadness. The Rebbe said we should turn our days of sadness to days of... No, I was born on the 9th and the 25th day. I was born twice. I was born again. I'll tell you when. The days between my birthday is called Chol HaMoed, Charlie. Chol HaMoed, Charlie. Chol HaMoed, Charlie. Born twice, how nice. Born again, I'll tell you when. Born on the 9th and the 25th day. Born on the 9th and the 25th day. It says in the Chumash that Adam and Eve lived in the garden. And Adam was kicked out of the garden. Right? Adam saw the sun get lower every day. The sun would disappear because of his sin. When the sun came up on the 4th day, Adam felt forgiven. So Adam had a celebration. What did Adam call that celebration? What did Adam call that day? Adam had a party. Adam had a party. Adam had a celebration. Adam had a party. Adam had a party. Adam had a celebration on the 4th day. What did Adam call that celebration? What did Adam call that day? Adam had a party. Adam had a party. Adam had a celebration. Now, because of the things that I do at Lincoln Square Synagogue, and because I came to Crown Heights to study, I was told I should study idolatry, a book the rabbis wrote, and I learned this. Right, as I learned many things in the house of Rabbi Z, that's the cage on the Parkway that protects you, and in Murphy's Shul, where I studied Talmud, not just idolatry, other volumes. And today they burnt the Talmud on June 17th, but today the Talmud is greater than ever. From the ashes of the Talmud rose the Talmud. And today the Talmud is learned around the world and in many languages. It was written in Aramaic. It was then translated into Hebrew and translated into English by Shaktenstein, by the Art Scroll, and changed into Korean and Arabic. Right? It's learned around the world and in many languages. And that day, June 17th, it was the 17th of Tammuz then, and they have it a fast day, but we have a celebration. We celebrate the Talmud, because from the ashes of the Talmud rose the Talmud like the phoenix. And today the Talmud is stronger than ever. It's learned around the world and in many languages. We had the Siyam Shas in the Meadowlands, right? And then at City Field they discussed the pleasures of the internet, right? And in 2020 they're going to do it again, right? In it was January, I think the 5th, or thereabouts. All right. You know, these rabbis at the last minute may decide a little change. Right? It was on the third day that they celebrated in the Meadowlands. They'll do it again. All right. But they celebrated around the world in many different places. Right? But not only did they send, but they celebrated differently in different places also. You know, maybe the rabbis one place had another idea, right? But they celebrate the Talmud, right? Because the Talmud has kept the Jewish people together so strongly, right? They they destroyed the temple in Jerusalem. And when they did that, the rabbis formed, and they said we have to preserve, right? We have to learn, and it's the Torah of Moshe, right? The written law. But now we also have the oral Torah, the Talmud. The oral Torah became written, right? It became written, and now it was the Mishnah, the Gemara, right? And they said the Talmud was evil because it spoke of many things that were taking place. It's an oral history of things that were occurring in those days at this time, right? And they tried to destroy it. But from the ashes of the Talmud rose the Talmud. So I said June 17th, we should have a Talmud celebration, because from the ashes rose the Talmud. And in synagogues across this nation and around the world should celebrate on June 17th a Talmud celebration. They should learn Talmud in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. But even more than that, on the eve of June 17th, right? They should have a Talmud Eve. They should have a learning, a gathering, a Suda Mitzvah, right? So that at midnight they can start learning Talmud.
Which date is the election?
That's the politics. I wasn't going to speak about politics, but we'll get to it. I'm talking about the Talmud, because from the eve, from the ashes of the Talmud rose the Talmud, and today the Talmud is greater than ever. We should tell the people this, because the Talmud has kept the Jewish nation together as the learning of the rabbis. The rabbis? Now, what is a rabbi? In this, the 21st century, third millennium, the meaning of rabbi has changed. It may be many different things to many different people, because the Orthodox rabbis, which kept Judaism, something that we have Reform, conservative, Hasidic, right? Rabbi, the term rabbis, and not only do we have male rabbis, we have women rabbis. Right? But in the Orthodox church, we don't have male, we have women scholars. women scholars, women who will learn. Now, the rabbi said women shouldn't learn Talmud, but women scholars today are learning Talmud, and they are finding deep things in what they learn from Talmud, right? Well, now they're trying to give me another
speech
soon.
Say the speech.
Where's the mashka? No mashka? We got wine? Oh, the wine, man.
Yeah, we need to hear Shneim's Arts.
Right? A woman learned Talmud. A woman learning Talmud today. Right? And they got me right. If even I have to go later, I will go later. Right? But it's important.
Shneim's Arts, Charlie.
Right? They're trying to distract me from what I'm trying to say. Right? The women should learn Talmud. For on that day, women should learn the passages of Talmud, right, that are pertaining to them. Because women are the important part of our Jewish nation. Remember, it was the women at Sinai, right, that made it possible for us to receive the Torah at Sinai. The kids at Sinai made it possible for us to receive the Torah. And I should have married the girl that asked me. So who's going to marry me now? That's the question.
Okay, get to the Shneim's Arts.
Shneim's Arts, what's that? The speech. The words. Oh, the words. Where are the words?
You don't remember it by heart?
I'm senile.
Charlie. Charlie's all right.
Oh, here it is. Part of the letter on the front, where it says. In the front. Is that the letter? Or what does it say about the Tezat Teves?
You know that, you know? From river to river.
Charlie, it's hard to cheat, you know that. Charlie, you get started and we'll help you out where you get stuck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You remember the speech?
Yeah.
Okay,
He says hello.
What? Broken to Nileham, Makam, Bari Priagafen. L'chaim l'brocha. No, you hear the name Marie Rabbeinu Melech HaMashiach Oved. You hear the name Marie Rabbeinu Melech HaMashiach Oved. You hear the name Marie Rabbeinu Melech HaMashiach Oved. L'Baba Rebbe is the Messiah of this generation. L'Baba Rebbe, Messiah of all generations. Let the word of the Messiah go forth to all the nations. That is just one land, one people, one Torah. It shall not be divided by the presidents of the United States or the politicians in Israel, as is being done, piece by piece by piece. There shall be no peace until there is just one, as it says in Torah, from river to river, from sea to sea, from the river of Egypt to the river Euphrates. Then the Messiah shall be revealed. Every time. Yechicha Hayagub check, river to river, sea to sea gate. Heaven never, Rebbe Peba, my Makum Zaka, my attention. Every time there was a suicide bombing in Israel, the president would say, make peace. Give away a piece of land. If there was a suicide bombing in Israel, the president make peace, give a piece of land away. What? If there was a suicide bombing in America, what would the president do? That is the example Israel should follow. Bomb them, bomb them, bomb them. We're about to bomb. Rick says it's in the Bible, no one can change it. As long as Ishmael is on top, there'll be war, only war. Joseph reminded the 2 towers and 2 dreams. The president needs to read the Bible. BibleProbe.com. The president of Basra, because the Lubavitcher Rebbe said, go to Basra. The words of the Lubavitcher Rebbe are truth. The Lubavitcher Rebbe forewarned America of these events. The Lubavitcher Rebbe spoke of the 5th column in Israel, then in America. Devastation at Bamiyan, exposition at Abzadog, who cried 4 millennia past, the million children were slaughtered by the rub. Worms might spear. which truth be known turned the board from west to east, and the west went west, growing more powerful with each degree, only to meet again the separate-headed tentacles that it repelled. Know what Daniel has to say, what is written, and of Job, Rick. 2 Russian birds destroyed. No response. London tubes blasted. What response? America must free Europe as it did before. America must aid Europe as it did before. America must free Europe as it did before. Must slay the two-ton Muslim beast which comes. The two-ton Muslim beast which comes in peace, only to destroy from within. There's devastation, no, to destroy from within. Each head must be cut with swine wine, if not with the swine life force as Blackjack did. The wind of the Lord blows strong. I think I said it.
That's right. So you didn't need a...
President Obama, you should be good for Israel, America, and the Jewish people. You were elected as president of these countries. There's an invasion of America. A Nazi Islamic invasion of America. The Muslims have come to this country in peace. They come to get jobs here and education. They got an education here, and what do? They blew up the world trade. The American education system. The Hindus have shown us in their expressions that America is making war against itself. They're giving arms to the enemy, and the enemy is blowing up America. The same guns, arms, cannons, planes that are being given to the enemy are being destroyed, are used to destroy America. There's a 5th column here in America to destroy America. The purpose, America is such an open country. This is not in the nature of Islam. Islam must be controlled by those on top, by those who run the show. Not in America. The people have a freedom of choice. Right? And they're trying to destroy our freedom of choice. Right? The Nazi Islamic invasion of America. IslamWatch.com, IslamWatch.org. Those that speak the truth. I learned at the stone at Mecca, as the Muslims worship, they worship a stone, is female. The stone at Mecca is female. IslamWatch.org. If you learn, you'll read the papers I read. This Islam is a nation of peace. They come in peace. But once they come here, they'll destroy us. They're to destroy us from within. The sacred stone at Mecca is female. The Jews went around the world. I want to know how the Jews got to the Himalayas. The Jews went to India, the Jews went to China, but did the Jews go to the Himalayas? There's no record. Do you read English?
Yeah. So I don't understand, where is it though?
What does that say?
What's this plane? Charlie. What's this plane?
Oh, they want to know what my bird is. This is a Japanese bird of peace. You see how the bird flies. A bird of peace. Origami. The Japanese have taught me much.
What do you smoke, Charlie?
Hey, Charlie. Right? But, peace and love. Peace and love.
So where is it on right now, though?
What?
Where is it on right now?
The stone is still there. They glorify it and they run around.
In Jerusalem?
What?
It's in Jerusalem, the stone?
No, in Mecca.
In Mecca.
Right? It says there. What does it say there?
It says it's in Mecca.
What does it say the stone is?
It says roughly 30 centimeters.
No, what does it say there? Is what? What kind of stone is it?
The black stone, he said.
No. What does it say? It says here.
That's good stuff to read in the bathroom.
The what?
That's good stuff to read in the bathroom.
What does it say? What does it say here?
The vulva of the goddess.
You know what that is?
No.
Oh. I don't know.
Hey, Charlie. What? Speak to
Tell me
me.
something new, please. I heard all your speeches.
You heard all my speeches.
Say something new, please.
New.
Say something new.
I had something new.
And all you speak
Right.
about
First of all, the 10th of Tavis. Where's my paper? Here it is. What does it say here? It says on the 10th of Tavis. What does it say? It's in Yiddish. I don't read Yiddish.
It's about Nittelnacht.
It's about Nittelnacht. Oh, that's right, Nittelnacht. That's but Nittelnacht is the 25th. The 25th day of December, right, was a major pagan holiday.
What happened on the 9th
Was
month
the
of 25th?
church made to be Yoshki's birthday? In other words, that's not true. It was a major pagan holiday when the sun begins to rise every year. The sun disappears for 3 days and then it begins to rise on the third day.
What happened on the 9th and the 25th day?
Now the sun begins to rise, and this is an occurrence every year. The sun gets lower in the sky and begins to rise. That's on the third day. Now,
So Charlie, how you doing today?
What does it mean to be born twice?
I have 2 birthdays.
How?
I born on the 9th and the 25th day. The Hebrew and English date of my
You were never born. You
That was only once, though, Charlie.
I wasn't born. No. I am a figment of my own imagination. It says in Torah, from my head, all this comes.
Well, you born or hatched? You were hatched.
Was this done on purpose? It says that it was that thing?
No, that's what you go to the site.
They did that on purpose?
What?
They made it like that on purpose?
No, the stone that they worship is an ancient pagan stone that was a meteorite that landed in Arabia.
I don't believe it.
And it was worshipped by the pagan tribes of Arabia. And what according to the Quran, what Muhammad did is he organized the pagan tribes of Arabia and made them into Muslims, the religion of Islam.
So why do you care about this?
I learned about it.
Why?
Because we should know what we are dealing with.
You should know.
We should know what we are dealing with, and we learn why. And then we learn because there are now people of Islam who are revealing the true nature of it. That it really is not what Muhammad did, because Muhammad said on the pain of death, he'll kill you.
Charlie Button.
And if you don't believe, he'll kill you again.
Charlie Button.
So he'll kill you twice.
And then you can be born twice.
Are these your same
No.
girls from Touching the Base? Oh, hey, you want to hear the beat? Come here. Hey, come here.
Holy moly, Charlie. My overalls.
What's Cholmai Charlie mean?
Holmo are the days between my birthdays.
Hey.
Now my birthday and the Hebrew and English birthday on the English calendar is the 9th and the 25th day.
In the Hebrew calendar?
It's a little different.
What year?
How old is it?
I remember when I developed them.
You were there.
Charlie Buttons.
Yeah, but the Hebrew and English
Buttons from?
these are badges of the Army of God.
Charlie Buttons, were you born with that hat?
The Army of God, right? They can go to jewishchildren.com on the web.
Charlie Buttons, were you born with that hat? Yes or no?
Peace and love is a button that I designed, made up, because I go peace and love.
But it
Peace and love.
Army of
Well, what is
Hashem.
it?
Yeah, but it's Shalom Ahava, right?
Different. How
You want peace and you want love in the Army of Hashem.
Charlie, you inside.
No, I am just Charlie.
Hello, how's my beat? Hello.
I am just Charlie.
Oh, you're denying it. That means you must be one.
No.
You see on Fridays? You used to see the Arab on Fridays.
Friday afternoon, you spoke to me in Yiddish. I never learned Yiddish. I was at the house of Rabbi Z for all these years.
It was Zirkin.
Which one?
You know the cage on the Parkway?
What?
The cage on the Parkway?
No.
If you go to the Eastern Parkway, there's a cage.
Okay.
That cage is a sukkah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh,
circus.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the house of Rabbi Z. And the Rebbe said there, the Rebbe sent me there I should learn.
Yiddish.
Well, he said me there I should learn. He didn't say what, but I learned a lot of things. I learned about how to write, a little about Sefer Torah writing, a little about koshering. I learned a whole lot of things. Shechting. I learned how to shecht.
You ever spoke to you every week in Yiddish?
You know how to check
Yeah.
Harbi?
Buttons.
Die verstehst Yiddish.
No.
No?
Charlie Buttons. What gets you going up in the morning, Charlie?
He's still sleeping, the wing gets square. So they go.
Charlie Buttons. What?
They're going to tear it down. The only way they can throw me out is to tear the building down.
Charlie.
Right? Matter of fact, they fired one executive director, hired another executive director, hired another executive director, another executive
There
director.
for 30 years.
Yeah, I know. I was there when they built the synagogue.
One more thing. Where's
I'll be there when they tear it down. I worked for the post office.
Did you ever have any?
I was fired 4 times from the postal service. There was Islamic influence in my firing. I was examined by Inspector Ford. Postal Inspector Ford examined my firing. Right? And what happened? Right?
Fired Charlie.
I was fired 4 times from the postal service. Postal Inspector Ford was Islamic influence in my firing. I was examined by Postal Inspector Ford.
Anti-Semitism.
Well, I can't prove it. I can't even prove that there were Nazis and Muslims working in the post office. Because I'm Jewish, they got me on the fact that I was ordering buttons that was in Hebrew. Right? No, I was really, it said Torah, but it used Hebrew characters, and they said it wasn't kosher.
The only thing that says Hebrew is Gan Yisrael.
Yeah, but it was a Torah button.
You have a mic?
Right. Where am I sleeping? I'm probably sleeping on Sydney. Where is Sydney?
He's in a cave.
Shimon. Peace and love. I saw you this afternoon. Didn't I? I saw you twice. Born twice, born again, I'll tell you when. Born on the 9th of the 25th day. Born on the 9th. Just for a moment. We're talking about, Rabbi Silva. I saw him this afternoon. Did you show him Zachar? Did you celebrate the newborn son? Every Friday night we celebrate the newborn son.
Hey, do you know Omer?
Merry is happiness with strong drink. And 1 Shalom Zachar makes me merry, 2 Shalom Zachar makes me merrier, and 3 a trinity. And sex is a double trinity. Don't take my mic away.
You're ready for hours.
I know I haven't spoken. Listen.
Someone came special to save.
All right, let Rabbi Silman say it, then I'll talk again.